So, hi everybody. Today's a really exciting day because I'm finally getting to pick up my horse Emporio again from the vets. We're going to be finding out a little bit more of exactly what's going on with him. Also, I'm trying not to fall. It's like everything here is ice, so it's been just freezing temperatures here. It's been about -5 for the... Oh my god. It's been about -5 for the past couple of days, and we had some like hail, and the hail just like kind of like it fell, and I guess through the impact and the freezing, it just made this layer of ice on everything. But today's the day we're going to be picking up Emporio. Now, I've already heard a couple of things. And don't know what's happening there. I already heard a couple of things, and I'm going to wait to go into it until we're there, because they're going to be able to do a much better job at explaining what's happening than I am. But basically, the reason why I brought him is that he started standing really, really wide in the hind legs, especially when he put his head down to eat his hay, and I saw that he was trying to get some sort of relief. And with this kind of stuff, I really don't mess around. So I had my own vet come in and do some x-rays and some ultrasounds, and we couldn't really get to the bottom of it. So then I thought, okay, why not take him to 𝒋𝒐𝒏𝒆𝒚? It's one of the best, if not the best clinic in the world. I reached out to Tom. He's like, yeah, we're definitely going to be able to find what it is. Bring him here. This is definitely abnormal behavior. So rude that they're doing all this noise right now and I'm trying to vlog. But yeah, so they've done all their testing. He's been there about a week, which is a long time. And then 2 days ago, they said, come pick him up. And look, this is our truck. You go to open the handle, and this is not fully unlocking. So through the freezing temperatures, it seems to have messed around with the lock, and we have to get that fixed now. When I tell you guys that it's slippery here, like, I'm not kidding you. Like, it's completely iced over. So it's just, I think this whole week has been just, everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. I don't know why. It feels like every Christmas is always super stressful. Like, one of the girls that works for us as like a stable hand, she very unfortunately had an accident and she's hurt herself, so she is out of like work right now, can't work, so she's having to rest, and we're doing the stables. We have a whole like filming week for 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒐𝒘 TV coming up, so it's just like a lot of things piling on top of each other. This horse having to go to the vet, and yeah, and I'm hosting my whole family for Christmas, so I'm in the midst of like preparing for that. So yeah, but I'm not complaining. Very lucky still. I'm super happy to go get my horse today, so I just want to focus on the positives. And yeah, so I'm just going to go borrow one of the trucks from like the stable where I keep my stallions, from 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒆𝒚. And then we're going to be going 3 hours into Belgium. Actually, before I go, I do need to give these horses some hay. This is what's happening. There's like a wood chipper down there, and they're like taking down these trees. I love how the council allows people to just take down these huge trees right there. They've been doing it for like 3 days. But then when we plant these trees, we have a lawsuit. Anyway, let's get these horses some hay in the field. You look like someone who's looking to either make a website or run your website on a better platform. Then Squarespace is where you need to be. Squarespace offers hundreds of already made templates where you can go in, pick your favorite one, still customize everything you want. You don't need to have any coding knowledge. It's super user friendly. I run my shop on there. I've been running my website on Squarespace for almost 4 years now. I truly love the user experience. It's so easy to use on the go as well. You can make quick changes on your phone, whether it's updating stock levels, changing text, or changing the photos as well. If this sounds like what you're looking for, then do use my link, which is www.squarespace.com/Harnacke. In doing so, you'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. last hours the stable will be empty. I think Etro's out. I wanted to come say hi to him, but I think he's out in the paddock. Maybe we can go see him, say hello. Having some paddock time. Usually goes out with Emporio, but he's got a friend called Wesley today to keep him company. Guy, he's been clipped and he looks so good. Hey, buddy. He's like, leave me alone. This is my time. Hey. Aren't you a beautiful boy? Just enjoying the sun? Got the keys. I'm also bringing the travel boots because I brought them with me and I won't have them on this truck. I need to see if there's a hay net because I always travel with the hay because my horses don't have an issue. They just eat and they're very quiet. This is the truck. It's cute. Looks good. Let me just check that it's actually empty. Yeah, it's empty. Good. Okay, it's very dark. We're here though. I felt like that trip took a lifetime. I don't know why. I think I had traffic as well. Oh, there we are. I had traffic as well. But we're here. I'm so excited to see him. Oh my god. I just panicked. I thought this was him. Look. I thought this was Emporio for a second. But of course it's not. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Here we are. Hello. How are you? Good. I came to see him. Oh, here he is. Oh, there he is. Hi. Hi, buddy. So you've been through something. Something's happened to this neck. Missed you. Had a little rundown of the current situation. I'm gonna try and do like a FaceTime call with Lothar, which is like the specialist who's been looking after him because he's already away because he's treating other horses at another stable. But basically for the next 5 days he has to just take it easy, stable, hand walking, and he can go in a small paddock. After those you can do another 5 days easy work, lunge, aqua trainer, stuff like that. 5 days after that, we can do another 5 days of light work in the saddle. So I think that'll be like just after Christmas or maybe a little bit after Christmas. And then after that, we can start again. And he said it'll take 2 to 3 weeks for these injections to really kick in and for us to start to see that benefit. But I definitely have a couple more questions. So I'm going to jump on a call soon and ask that. But first, let's get him home on the truck. And then I'm going to organize a phone call, which I'll film for you guys. So then you can hear a little bit exactly everything that was found and we can go into that. But I can kind of show you guys a little bit better the standing situation. It's actually a lot worse now. And they said because of all of the anesthetics and the stress, that his body's really tired. So we're seeing it even worse. But this is kind of how he's been standing, really wide at the back like this. As I said, it was not this bad. Now it looks actually really bad. But just got to trust the process, and hopefully what we've given him will help alleviate some of that pain, if not all of it, which is what we're working towards. So yeah, one bit at a time, but now we take him home and he can rest and recover, and hopefully we get this situation sorted, because that's not how a horse should be standing. No, we're not making friends with others. Not today. Not today. Come, we're going home. This is Emporio's dream. This walking down breezeways, walking down breezeways full of horses is Emporio's dream. So, little dream come true before we go back. Especially horses he doesn't know. That's always exciting. Mares, foals. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. What I can tell you guys is that he's extremely energetic and cheeky and stallion-y. So I think he's gonna have to fall back into line when we get home. But he's just been in a stable for a week, so he just has some energy, but we'll make sure he's happy and comfortable at home again. Okay, another 3 hours home. Yay! Okay, because the stallion was so sassy, I just put him in the stable because do you guys see how many horse heads there are out here? Just a lot. So he was very happy to see everyone, let's say that. I think Etra also happy to have a buddy in front of him. But he's settled. It's just like he's never left, really. He's just back to his old self. He's just chilling. Hopefully in the next couple of days, this is the hind legs now, still very wide, poor thing. But hopefully in the next couple of days he starts to feel better. I'm gonna wash that stuff off his neck. It's just like antiseptic stuff. But I'll give him a nice wash tomorrow. And in the meantime, you can just take it easy and relax. And Etra can keep him company. Can't you, buddy? That's Beauty. He's one of the sales horses. Yeah? You gonna look after him? Yeah, you are. Yeah. Okay, good night, boys. See you in the morning.
And now?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I see you now.
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's really good. Thank you so much for making the time. I'll try and be as quick as I can. I know you're a very busy man.
No problem. You arrived well with the horse? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything went well. I think he felt a bit like he was like the king of the stable when he came back. He was screaming and the legs were flying. So I think he was happy to be home.
Okay.
But yeah, as we talked a little bit that I wanted to share with my followers a little bit of what's going on. I'm always very transparent with life with horses, whether it's good things or bad things. And of course, I had this problem with my horse randomly that the hind legs started to be really wide. And he seemed a little bit stiff. And luckily, because we had filmed together for Horsewell TV and I knew of you, I was able to reach out and you guys were very, very kind to let me come as soon as possible. But I thought it would be nice for my followers to hear a little bit of the diagnosis from you. I think you'll be able to say it much better than I can, just on the findings of Emporio and kind of what the next couple of weeks will look like.
Yes, I think the good thing about Emporio is that we did a very early diagnosis, you know.
Yeah.
And it's important. I think it's very important that you know, you should watch your horse well, and when there's something going wrong, that you should then already do the next steps and not waiting, you know.
Yes.
Because your horse was not lame; it was just standing a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Perhaps, you know, a little bit less pushing, perhaps behind, you know.
Yeah.
And the x-rays were completely normal, the ultrasound was completely normal, and then okay, we decided together to do a bone scan, you know, to do a scan of the horse completely to see what's going on. And it was in this bone scan that we saw that there was a higher uptake in the lumbar part, the sacroiliacal area, and then also both hocks, you know.
Yes.
So so you know that the x-rays were perfectly normal, but that doesn't mean that there's something going on, you know.
Of course.
In Emporio there was something going on, and because we detected early where the pain areas were, it will not become worse, you know. Because if you don't do anything, what will happen is, if the horse has pain in the lumbar area, you know, in the sacroiliac area and in the hocks, the horse will then of course start, you know, putting more weight on the front legs.
Yeah.
And then the next step is that he will get pain in both feet, you know, in the heels. And then the horse will get stiff and lame, etc., etc. So in this case, in your horse, we saw that there was just a little bit of overload in the lumbar area, in both hocks. And at this moment, you know, we can easily treat it with what we call with some regenerative treatments, you know. These days, it's very rare we use corticosteroids in horses, you know. because you know there are a lot of negative effects using corticosteroids, you know, in human beings, but also in horses. But these days we have fantastic natural medication, you know, like PRP and IRAP. So what we did is we treated, you know, the back, and we treated also both hocks with this natural, you know, regenerative medicine.
Yeah.
And this works just excellent. And you will see now the next days the horse will pretty quick, you know, have a nice, you know, equilibration in the front and the back, and everything should come, you know, in order pretty soon with him now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I guess to put it very simply, there was a little bit of arthritis seen in the neck and in the back. And we think this is what is causing the hind legs to spread in this way, to try and alleviate some of that, I guess, discomfort.
Yeah, you know, it's all in relation to each other, of you know, all the parts. It's not already a real arthrosis problem, because the X-rays, they were just fine. It just is the beginning of an inflammation, you know, in these joints. But if you don't do anything, if you leave these inflammations, and if you put a horse, for example, under anti-inflammatories, and you keep working, then the next step is that you will get arthrosis installed in these joints, you know.
Yes.
But the first sign is of course inflammation, and so we treated this inflammation. Then the horse will feel comfortable anymore again, and then again he will be nice in balance, you know. And that's very important, because now the horse was a little bit unbalanced, you know. You put too much weight in the front, not enough weight behind, and if you continue working like that, then definitely you will develop other problems, big problems in the future.
Well, I'm very glad we were able to tackle it early when we're at the stage where it's not gone to the arthritis step yet. And what do you think the next couple of weeks will look like in terms of like what he has to do, and kind of what the body should be showing us?
Normally, because again, the X-rays didn't show any abnormalities, so normally the lesions we saw, the inflammations we saw, should be completely you know, reversible. So now we treated that with regenerative treatment, and then what you will see is that the inflammation will go out of the back, will go out, you know, of both hocks pretty soon. Of course, it needs a little bit time, and for this reason, you know, we take about 10 days just walking. It can be on the hand, it can be under saddle, it's no problem. And then 10 days, you know, mild work, very slowly, increasing the activity. But normally, let's say in 3 weeks, in 1 month, the horse can start working again, you know. But you will feel it pretty soon when you go again in the saddle. You will pretty soon feel the difference.
It's been a couple of days already, obviously, since I brought him home, and I see that every day the hind legs are looking better already. So that's already very reassuring to see. So I just can't wait to get back on. We'll obviously bring him back slowly and with time, but it's good signs so far. I'm very happy.
Yes. And also medicine changed a little bit in what the revalidation protocols is. You know, before, it's also in human beings, you got a surgery, you got a treatment, you know, they put you long time on rest, you know. And now these days it's not, you know, rest is not healing anything, you know. So it's important to do the right treatment, and then an appropriate rehabilitation process. But as you can see, you can already start to walk, you know, also under saddle, and then in 10 days you can already start, you know, doing mild exercises. And it's very important to keep the horse in activity, you know.
Absolutely.
It will improve the vascularization, you know, and the healing of the tissues.
So it's about 4 days since Emporio's been home. I've just come for his walk. I'm still just hand walking him in the arena. I think tomorrow we're gonna start. I'm gonna start walking him on the lunge and maybe just do some small transitions and trot him back just really quickly, just to kind of keep an eye on how he's going. Also, I think it'll be a bit more fun. I think just walking in the indoors, not the best. Let me give you an update on how he's standing. So, this is currently how the hind legs are looking. I think they are a lot better already. They're still, of course, a little bit wide. But I think all in all, It's a lot better than when he first came. He wants me to scratch him, so he just keeps coming. But I think that looks a lot better. It's only been 4 days, and we're gonna start to see the results over 2 to 3 weeks. But I'm thinking that's looking better. I wonder what it's like when he starts to put the head down. The last couple of days it was still a little bit wide, but this is definitely better. Eh, you're on the mend? He's still getting his hay up here for now, just because it's not super comfortable for him to be low. But yeah, so far I am very happy with you. Hey, beautiful boy. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. It's one I would have hoped I didn't have to go on, but I'm very glad that we were able to catch all of this at a very early stage. I'm going to be updating you all on my Insta and on my YouTube just with how this journey goes and how the next steps are going to look. But I'm hopeful. Thank you all for your support and for watching, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. 𝒋🐐🍏💏 also says bye.